It's been so long since Yunbam was trapped in Sangwoo's house. He doesn't remember the outside world. He doesn't remember his family. He's forgetting who he is. Sangwoo has beaten him to near death many times. Death scares him so much, but it'll happen one day. Yunbam was cutting some vegetables whilst Sang was doing something in the basement. Sang suddenly heard a gasp in pain from the kitchen. He rolled his eyes and went up to see Bum has cut his wrist and finger. He loved the taste and look of blood, he sometimes craved it. So he kills people. Bit his lip to try and stop the tears from falling. Sang walked towards him, and he let out a few sobs. Sang's eyebrow raised as he watched Bum, a sobbing mess. Bum's been more sensitive and upset lately, he didn't understand why. He put his wrist and finger onto cold water, then started sucking the blood. He loved it. Bum, however, didn't like Sang's kink for blood. He gasped in pain and shook, his eyes tightly shut. He was terrified of his crush. Sang tried to calm him, but it didn't work. He pressed his lips onto Bum's lips, kissing him deeply. He couldn't help but kill back, allowing Sangwoo's tongue to slip into his mouth. Their tongues swirled around and Bum kept shaking, his cheeks tinted red as he blushed. Sang pulled away, smirking. This made Bum blush more and he looked so embarrassed. "You're so fucking adorable, I could fuck you hard right now," he purred. Bum's eyes widened as Sangwoo said this. He was terrified of his asshole being torn open, and that he couldn't sit anymore. Held up Bum's pink dildo and laughed. "I guess you miss using THIS, give it back." He tried grabbing it, but snatched it away quickly. He hid his face in embarrassment, and laughed more. Yunbam was too weak to pull it out of his hand, so he just crawled into the corner and lay there, his back turned to Sangwoo looked confused and sat behind him, tapping his back. "Hey, it's okay," Bum ignored it. He could see that he was trembling in fear, and he was chewing on his lip. Sang pulled him close and grabbed his chin. "Don't be scared of me, cutie." Bum blushed deeply, as he started to feel a little special. Picked him up, then took him to the bathroom where there was a small box in the sink. Bum was placed on the toilet and he sat there patiently, waiting for instructions. Took out a needle and a thread. Bum's eyes widened as he gulped, afraid that his mouth would be sewn. But he was wrong, started to sew the cuts. Bum gripped onto his arm, whimpering in pain as he chewed his lip to the point that it was bleeding. Sang looked worried and placed a towel in Bum's mouth to stop him from chewing on his lip and making it worse. Tears fell down his cheeks as he was in pain. "Stop moving, I need to get this right." "You don't need to. Because not many people are gonna see me anymore, I'm always gonna be trapped in this stupid basement to rot away. Why would you fucking kill me already?" O's eyes widened. He was surprised that Bum would ask that question. He was scared of what he may be thinking. "I don't want you to die," he replied, looking guilty. "Sure. You've already hurt me to the point that I can't walk. You clearly don't give a shit about me. If you did care, you'd treat me better. I wouldn't want to leave if you treated me with fucking respect and shit, but you only care about your fucking self to know that I shouldn't be alive by now." He grabbed his mouth then started dragging him to the basement. His face was red with anger, and Bum looked terrified. Subscribe to the channel Manga Slow. To be continued.